Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a buy request video. Somebody asked me if I picked up any of these Hollywood Starlet palettes from Colourpop, and I had not. So I went online and I looked, and lo and behold, they were on sale. So I picked up both of them, both of these two in the collection. This is such a Starlet. Oh, almost lost it here. This is such a Starlet, very much on the pink neutral. I mean, we've got kind of like a salmon color. We've got some bright pinks. We've got a nice, dark shade. There's only one matte in it. A little bit challenging for me. Hi, I'm Shelly, if I didn't introduce myself. The other one is Hello Hollywood, and this one has a terrifying shade of bright blue, but it's a lot more matte. So I picked up both of them. I thought maybe I would do a look, two looks. I'm gonna do two looks with each of these, like a look and then a look, and then I'll take it off. So we can just kind of see what the palettes look like. I'm anticipating typical Colourpop quality, right? Colourpop is, in my opinion, very consistent as far as the quality of their shadows go. I'm not expecting any whammies. The color story is kind of interesting. Why not? I do have a little bit of the Dominique Cosmetics eye base on right now. This is an Everlasting Eye Base 24-hour crease proof. I don't think it has a shade. It's just kind of like skin colored. It's a little bit opaque, but so it does kind of lighten it up a little bit. But I thought having a good solid base would be good to begin our little process here. Which one should we do? I think I'm going to start with this one. And typically I can get multiple looks out of a 5-pan palette. 5 or 6 pans, man, you can get 2 or 3 looks out of that. If you can get the right color story, it can really help you have like a whole, almost like a wardrobe. If you're a minimalist, a 5 or 6 pan shadow could get you 3 different looks. Could get you a work look if you're a little bit more conservative for corporate environment. It could get you something a little bit more fun for daytime. It could get you something date night look. I'm not going to do all 3 with one of these palettes. Let's just play with this, right? Because I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to go into the scary kind of Pepto-Bismol pink shade here that is called Classic. So I've got just kind of a bigger fluffy brush. You know what? Let's just take this over most of the eyelid, taking it into the crease and up above a little bit. And we'll just kind of drag it down, flipping the brush over to see if I can't soften that harsh line a little bit. In fact, I went a little high, but because I have hooded eyes, sometimes you lose that. So I'm just gonna grab a clean fluffy brush and just kind of shear this out up at the top. I'll try to remember to link these palettes if they're still available. Sometimes Colourpop, has these collaborations that kind of come and go pretty quickly. And I think this has been out for a few months now, but again, this was a request, so I'm guessing that you guys might have this, or might have picked it up, or I don't know, if it's still available, it's still on sale, or perhaps, they don't really do a clearance section, but right, like the sale section of stuff that they're not continuing, they discontinued, they're gonna move on from it. All right, I'm gonna take this shade right here in the center. This one's called Showgirl on my finger. I was wondering if it's this, I almost looked in here. There's no mirror. Don't look in there thinking that you've got a mirror. But at first it felt a little drier than what I used to get from Colourpop shadows. I like their shimmers. I feel like their shimmers are typically pretty creamy. Let's try the lightest one over here. This one's a little scary because it's very bright light shade. This one's called Sultry. I think the gal that I'm thinking of that did this collab, and I didn't go back and look because I didn't know her, and so I didn't buy it when on its first release, but I feel like she's got kind of like that Barbie pinup girl aesthetic, kind of a modern day Marilyn Monroe. That's actually probably where she was going with this collection, right? The whole Starlet thing. All right, so those are 3 shadows. I'm digging it. You know what? If I wanted to do a hot pink look, I'd totally do this. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this matte pink in here. It's a lot of kick up. Let's say that one's called Classic. We're gonna pull this down here. I don't really know, but I don't really think of Marilyn Monroe wearing a lot of pink eyeshadow. I think of it more of being a Barbie thing. Let's just try this one here. This is a eyeliner from Ofra. It's the verified liner. And let's just see. I'm not gonna do like a full-on wing, which is wings if you guys haven't figured it out yet. A little bit more harder to do on a hooded mature lid. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I'll throw a little mascara and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, that is look number 1. Where's my palette? That's look number 1. And this one is using the Such a Starlet palette. Let's do a look number 2 with the same palette. This time I'm gonna start with the darker brown in here called, I think it's Noir, but I think of Noir as being like really black. Let's just see here. I'm gonna go on the side of caution and start low, and then we'll blend up. Yeah, this kind of hot pink look over here is giving me all kinds of like spring, spring vibes. It makes me want to be somewhere warm, and right now it's not particularly particularly warm right now. Not at all. All right, you know what? I was worried about that shade being too shimmery. And honestly, that's a fantastic shade. Wow. That noir shade, stunning. Love it, love it, love it. I know it's like a brown. You're like, oh, you're getting excited about a brown? Sometimes I get excited about brown eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the other shade called Allure, which is this kind of like shimmery salmon color. I'm calling it salmon. I don't know if it really is. It's more of a kind of a light apricot. What do you mean apricot and peach? Light peach shade. I don't know that I would do much more than that. Wow. I wasn't really expecting to go like super minimalist with this, but I actually really like that. I'm gonna see if I can't deepen up the lash line just a little bit. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this dark shade on a little bit more of a pointy brush, and I'm just gonna kind of build it up here a little bit. That way I don't have to even do eyeliner. Wow. Kind of smoke it down the bottom lashes. I'm gonna put some mascara on. Shoot, you guys. What a fun little palette. All right, you guys, there is look number 2. I probably didn't scoot you guys in close enough. I'll fix that in the next video, the next 2 looks. But anyway, that's look number 2. These, hold on. Let me scoot you in. I had to bring you guys in closer because, and ignore the fact that I have to do a little patch job. Sorry, not a professional makeup artist. Anyway, this, if we can just appreciate this for just being 2 eyeshadows, I love that. This is a little bit more editorial for me. I don't usually do like bright fuchsia, bright crazy eyeshadows, but this is actually very fun. This is feeling very fresh and spring to me, which I'm excited about, as I mentioned earlier. I feel like this brown shade right here, that one, you could literally pair it with any of these. You could pair it with the matte pink, you could pair it with a little bit bolder, you could definitely pair it with this. Like, hold on, let's do this here. Let me just grab the light shimmer, frosty champagne-y color, and then let me grab the dark brown. And those two, what a great combination for something very glamorous. I love this. Like, well, especially the brown. Like, but I love both of them. Okay, you know what? One down, one to go. Let me try the other one in this collection now that I'm kind of excited about playing with eyeshadow right now. I was kind of in a lull for a little while. I was kind of like, you know, I'm just gonna play with makeup. But now I'm like, I like that. All right, you guys, let me take this off. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, we are back. I just put on a little bit more of that same Dominique Cosmetics eye base. And this is the other one. This is the one with that crazy blue. And I think if I recall the original promo shots, she had this like all over her eye. I can't do that. I also have 2 really light shades. I don't know that I really need 2 different light shades. So we're gonna do 2 looks because that's what I promised you guys. I'm gonna use this blue in both of them. Can I do that? Can I use the accent color, what I would think is the accent color in both of these looks? I'm gonna grab a clean brush. All right, I'm gonna start with this kind of taupe shade right here on kind of a big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take this, my crease and above. That is a fantastic shade. Well, it's kind of like a sable sort of mink brown. Love that. Love, love, love. Yeah, what a great neutral. Really, really great neutral. All right, now that we have that on, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do it. I'm going into this bright blue. And again, all of these mattes seem to be pretty, like they have a lot of kick up to it. I'm keeping that one a little bit lower, just right above my lash line, a little bit into the top. Little knot at that without going crazy. I need to grab a little smaller of a brush though. Now I'm going into the darkest shade over here called Picture Show. So I used Bombshell, Cinema, and now I'm grabbing Picture Show. And this on the outside into that crease, and I'm basically shortening the amount of space that I've used that light blue on. Because if I were gonna do a light blue pastel, that's where I would do it. Now, if you don't have hooded eyes, you get a lot more wow factor with a shade like that. And I'm not young. I don't feel comfortable doing too many like bright moments, but a little nod of something, a little hint of something in that, you know, kind of peeking through that hooded eye. Yeah, okay. I cleaned out that brush a little bit and I'm just kind of blending that darker brown into that sable color. Love that. Grabbing a little bit of that matte white called Silver Screen. Put that right here. It'd be my preferred place for a matte white. Yeah, that's pretty bright, huh? I could have done a little bit more cleanup underneath, and I've just got that same bright color and I'm just sort of buffing it into that darker brown. Take that darker brown a little bit over the top of it too. I'm hoping to kind of lighten that under eye just a little bit. Yeah. All right, light blue, who knew? I remember the first time I got a light blue shadow. I was in California. I was maybe 18 years old and I thought she was out of her mind. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna wear a light blue shadow. And all of these are mattes on my lid right now. And the look is actually, I think, very understated. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It just feels very classy for being like colored eyeshadow. And usually I wouldn't think of colored eyeshadow as being kind of classy. But anyway, that's the first look. I have zero issues with that at all. And I incorporated that blue that I thought there's no way I'll be able to get use out of that blue. I did. It goes to show that I need to keep a little bit more of an open mind here. I'm gonna go into the champagne shimmer in here called Golden Girl, and I'm pretty much taking that all over my lid. That eyeshadow primer seems to be capturing it and holding it pretty well. So much kick up when I use a brush with this though. All right, so I've got that all over my lid. I've got a little bit of patchiness, I think, because my eyelids are watering a little bit and I have that eye base on. Now, gonna clean off the brush and I'm going into the darkest shade, this one right here. Same big fluffy brush, which means it's gonna cover more real estate. That lash line, smoke that out, outer corner out here. A little bit down below. Yeah, well, the shades actually blend really well together. No patchiness, no skipping, nothing concerning at all. Okay, here we go. I've got a flat brush here. I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of face oil in the back of my, just to dampen this brush because I wanna go in on that blue here. We're gonna grab it just on the edge of that brush and I'm gonna stamp it right under here. You guys knew that I was gonna do that. Put it underneath my lashes. Grab a little bit of that dark brown too and just kind of connect right out here. I got it into my contacts, which means I need to clean my contacts before we leave tonight. Okay, let me put some mascara on. All right, you guys, there's look number 2. These are great. These are great little palettes. I wasn't gonna get them. Literally wasn't gonna get them. The only thing that I would maybe do differently is instead of doing 2 5-pans, maybe 1 10-pan. That's the only thing, because there isn't any dupes in these shadows and I think that they work really, really well together. I love the fact that this one with the crazy blue is the more matte of the two. I can really see pairing a bunch of these shades together and really getting some really, really fun, beautiful looks. I have zero issues with this at all. I put it in a 10-pan and put a mirror in there and call it done. And now I'm like, why don't I wear more blue eyeshadow? Like I don't understand why I don't. And I actually kind of like them both together because they're just different enough that might make somebody who I'm talking to go, wait, what's different about her? What's odd? Not that, you know, I'm an Aquarius, so people think I'm weird anyway, but yeah, I might even actually do this. I like both of them. Anyway, you guys, I don't know if you guys picked up either of these. Let me find out how much I paid for them. Hold on. I got both palettes together in a kit, a collection, a duo called What a Bombshell, and it cost me $21 originally, and then I had a discount on top of it. Oh, I bought these too. These are the little hair clips. I bought some lip masks because I thought that I needed more lip masks. I don't know why. Anyway, when I picked up the What a Bombshell, that was $21 before discount, and then these little hair things that I have yet to use yet were $5 for a little duo. Hey, maybe I should use these in my next video to hold my hair out of my face because it drives you guys crazy, doesn't it? Let's see. Sometimes these little clips don't really hold my thick hair back, but maybe, what if I do that? It kind of sticks out a little bit. But anyway, there we go. I got the clips holding the hair back. It's called the Main Event. I got them in silver. The What a Bombshell? Yeah, What a Bombshell was both of these palettes together. And again, that's how I'd buy it. Do I think it's worth $21 for 10 shades? No, I don't. I don't know if there's one that I would like better than the other. I gotta be honest. I might like this one better. That's crazy. That's crazy because that was the one that scared me the most. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you guys consider subscribing. Stick around. I tend to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, except for December where I go a little crazy. Anyway, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you guys want me to change the time that I upload, because right now I'm for the last 2+ years, I've been posting videos about 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, thinking it's kind of offset from when everybody else, like the real YouTubers, they kind of rush theirs and post it early in the morning. And I thought, since I'm not a real YouTuber, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a break and I'll have dinner with you. And we'll make dinner together, or we'll enjoy the afternoon together, or you save the video and watch it before bed when you're brushing your teeth, and or the next morning when you're getting ready. But if you want me to change the time, if you guys are feeling like you really prefer watching my videos or anybody's videos earlier in the day, let me know, because I can change things up. You can do whatever I want. It's my channel. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.